Alright, you want to use your phone with T-Mobile. You pop your SIM in. You see that a few things are working, right? Messages are working. Your data is working. Hold on. Your data is working. Outgoing calls are working. Incoming messages are working. But the only thing not working is incoming calls. Today I'll show you a workaround for that with Google service, Google Voice, and call forwarding option in phone settings if it's enabled and if your carrier supports it. Now I'm assuming that you're fine with using data for calls because this will use data for calls. Because it's Google Voice uses the internet for calls. So if you have a super limited data plan on T-Mobile, then this workaround is probably not for you. Also, I'm assuming that call forwarding option that I'm about to talk about is available on your device. So let's get started. First of all, you want to search Google for T-Mobile APN settings. The first link will bring you to this APN and data settings, and basically you want to enable this so you can make sure that your phone works on the network. Alright, so how you do it is pop into settings, more networks, mobile networks, access point names, and then this list may be full for you. It may be filled with APNs, access point names. So what you want to do is you want to hop into them individually and delete APN for each of them until you're left with a blank screen. Then add a new one and enter all these settings according to this website. Now for bearer, as you can see, it says unspecified, but when I did that it did not work, so I put it to LTE. That's the only setting I changed from their settings that they recommend. But you might find that unspecified works for you, or whatever that is. Try everything. Right, after you're done, you must enable it. That green thing means it's enabled. Next, download Google Voice from the Play Store. It's a free service by Google, and as I mentioned earlier, it works over the internet. Alright, so once you download it, it'll ask you what number you want, so you just select anything, preferably something that's like your area code or something. Then once you're set up, oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, do it on the account on your main account, like preferably do it on the main account of your Android device. Alright, then pop into settings, devices and numbers, and make sure your device is the only one over here. Name it something. It might not be named something. You don't need to do that. That's fine. New link number, you don't need to do that either. That's the only one if you want to like link your number, link your Google Voice number to your actual SIM number, so that way you can get messages forwarded to your actual number that get sent to your Google Voice number. But that's all extra, and that's not really the topic of this video, which is getting incoming calls to work over data and through Google Voice and call forwarding. Alright, message notifications, yeah, you want to get notified. That's pretty annoying. Message, email, making and receiving calls, select Wi-Fi and mobile data, because remember, when phones are unsupported, usually only the LTE works, and maybe outgoing calls, but incoming calls are not working for me, so that's why I did this, and I'm showing it to you. Sorry. Call forwarding. Make sure only your device is selected, not the web. Turn these two on. You want to get calls from notifications for missed calls, of course. Voicemail notifications, yeah, that's pretty useful. Spam, of course, you don't know. You don't want spam. Right, that's it. That's it for Google Voice. Then go to your phone dialer, settings. Now, depending on your phone, these settings might be in a slightly different area than mine. Call settings. For me, it's under more settings. Alright, it's gonna take a while because you have to like communicate with the carrier and stuff. That may take a while. That's the option we're gonna enable. 2 seconds. I think it's saying this because I already set it up, but the first time I set it up, it did not say that. Call forwarding, voice call. Might take a while, just like the last time. That top option is what you're gonna select. Now it says turned off, but it's turned on actually, because it says that. Forgot to mention. Under mobile networks, LTE has to be enabled, because the reason we're getting data only, we're getting data to work, is because LTE is a GSM technology, so that's why it's gonna work. But all the other ones, like calling, they rely on some other technologies. That's why they're not working. That's why we're doing all this in the first place. And show you that proof of that, I looked my phone up in willmyphone.work.net, and it says how to interpret the results. Devices compatible with some of the network carrier frequencies, it may work. So that's why the data is working and the incoming calls are not working. Alright, it loaded. You want to select that, not any of these, because if none of your incoming calls are coming in, then why would you select any of those? So yeah, enter your Google Voice number over there. Your Google Voice number is... Fine, I'll blank this out later. There, account, under account. So enter there and turn on. That's it. Let's test it. This is my landline. Now, I'm going to test it with the SIM card number, because if you're just trying to call your Google Voice number, then that's going to work anyway. That's like, there's no problem with that. You don't like need an actual SIM card for Google Voice, so it's going to work over the internet. You just need to have internet. But this solution, this workaround, is for getting incoming calls to your SIM number routed through Google Voice. So let's try it out. Enter your SIM number and from whatever phone you're dialing from. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Alright, it's dialing. As you can see, it's working. So I have to answer. And I'll turn that off because of the horrible echo. Also, an advantage of this, because Google Voice uses the internet, is you can essentially have Wi-Fi calling through this workaround. So I'm gonna turn on airplane mode to replicate no service and Wi-Fi calling. And turn on Wi-Fi to show you that this works over the internet. And as you can see, you get the notifications too, because you turned that on in Google Voice settings. Alright, so I'm gonna enter my number again. The same SIM number. Should work. Alright. That's it for me, guys. Hope you found this helpful. Please subscribe and like if you did find this helpful. And I did this specifically for T-Mobile because I can only guarantee you that because I have T-Mobile. But this may be an option for other carriers too, if you're like only getting data and messages are working, data is working, but incoming calls are not working. That's it for me in this video. Thank you and have a nice day.